Just allow yourself these few moments now to sink into the mat as you align your spine. Start to sink into that awareness of your breath. Allowing ourselves to turn the awareness inward as we make that choice to not react to different distractions, but rather react more to our own inner consciousness. We'll repeat the mantra that we started last week or Monday. Om Hrim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. 4 times. Inhale, hands to heart center. All together, take a breath in. Om Hrim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. 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 Sharing the pranava 1 time. Take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a breath in, opening the eyes, and as you exhale, release the hands. Let's stay here in a seated position. We'll do some warm-ups here. Side bends, forward bends, things like that. Hands are to the sides, open the palms. Inhale the arms up. And exhale down. Really think that we're extending from the heart through the arms to the fingertips. Continue. But remember, the shoulders don't come up towards the ears. They stay where they are. Just extend through the fingers. Let's add the neck movement. Inhale up, lifting the chin, looking at the hands. And exhale down, the chin comes down to the chest. The spine doesn't move. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. Come back to neutral. Side bend to the right. Right hand stays where it is. Open up the left palm. Inhale up. And exhale to the right. Try and keep your torso facing forward, keeping the left shoulder behind in line with the right. Anchor through the left hip. Shine the heart. Easy breath. Stay here a little bit longer. Really enjoy the release. On the next inhale, let's come back to center. So inhale, come up. Exhale, release the left hand. Left palm stays on the mat. Open up the right. Square the shoulders. Lengthen the back here. Make sure you're sitting on your seat bones. You can always use a prop underneath the hips. Inhale the right arm up. And exhale to the left. So here I'm feeling the stretch where I'm anchoring through the right hip all the way through the fingertips, shining the heart. Coming out of the pose, inhale, come back up. Exhale, release. Spinal twist, left hand comes to the right thigh. Inhale the right arm up. Square off, drop the shoulders. So if you're having a problem dropping the shoulders, remember, think about the shoulder blades, bringing them together and down. Take a breath in. Exhale, find your twist. Bring that left shoulder back. Exhale, release the right hand behind you and hold. Stay here for a few more breaths. And coming out of the pose, inhale the right arm up behind you. As you exhale, come to center and release the right hand. Opposite side, right hand now to the left thigh. Inhale the left arm up. Align the back, drop the shoulders. Feel nice and centered over the seat bones. Exhale, find the twist. Make your adjustments as needed. Exhale, release the left hand behind you and hold your twist. Chin is in neutral position. We have tendency to lift the chin sometimes to relieve tension through the upper back. Coming out of the pose, inhale the left arm up behind you. Exhale, release, come back to center. Both hands now are resting on our knees. Cow and cat posture from sitting down. Remember, as we inhale, we lengthen the spine, shine the heart, drop the head. Exhale, round the shoulders, round the back, bring the chin towards the chest. Alrighty, so let's begin in neutral position. And inhale up. And then exhale, round off. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale up. and exhale. Last one, inhale, come up, and exhale down. Come back to neutral position. And let's do some circles. We'll begin dropping the head to the middle. And then as you inhale to the right, the left shoulder comes towards the right. Come back, rounding the shoulders. As you exhale, the right shoulder comes to the left knee, and you come back to center. So go ahead on your own. Just feeling the undulation of the spine, feeling the movement through the inner thighs. And then switch sides. And let's all meet in the middle. One more time, cow and cat. Inhale, looking up, shining the heart. Exhale, rounding off. Inhale, coming up. And exhale. Last one, inhale up. And exhale. Coming back to a neutral position. Forward fold, hands come in front, roll the shoulders back, lengthen the back, lengthen the spine. Take a breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Coming out of the pose, lift the head, lengthen the back. Inhale, draw the hands to the torso, and we're sitting back up. Let's come to a neutral tabletop. Again, undulating the spine in cow and cat. Let's begin. Inhale up, and exhale round. Inhale, come up, and exhale. So now we're really using the lower abs to find that pelvic tilt as we're rounding off. Start bringing awareness to the abdomen, to the core. Let's do one more. And we'll meet in tabletop. Thread the needle with the right hand. Inhale, bring the right arm up. As you exhale, thread the needle. Hold. Coming out of the pose, inhale. Let's come back to tabletop. Remember, your exhale is the active breath. So especially in this position, you can really feel the movement of your belly as you inhale and exhale. Left side, inhale, bring the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Let's be aware of our breath. Hold here. Coming out of the pose, inhale, come back to neutral tabletop. Exhale, come into child's pose. If you can, extend the arms in front of you. Let's start opening up the shoulder girdle. Coming out of the pose, inhale back to neutral tabletop. Curl the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold. You have to move a little bit. Exhale back to neutral tabletop. Let's see if you can keep your hands in the same position and your feet in the same position as we go up and down from neutral tabletop to downward facing dog. So square off, shoulders over elbows, hips over knees, or shoulders over wrists, curl the toes under, take a breath in, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come back to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, so keep going with the breath cues. Inhale. Notice the movement within the shoulder joint. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold here. Keep pushing through the shoulders. Inhale back to tabletop. And this time, child's pose. Exhale to child's pose. Let's repeat. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one, inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here. Pushing through the shoulders. And coming out, inhale back to tabletop, child's pose. Exhale, child's pose. Coming out of the pose into Vajrasana, lift the head, lengthen the back. Inhale, slide the hands to the body. And sitting on our heels. If you have a tendency to arch the back here, just engage that slight forward pelvic tilt. Shoulders back, hands resting lightly on the thighs. Spinal twist here, left hand to right thigh. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, find the twist. Shoulders are in line. Think about lengthening the back here. And then exhale, bring the right arm behind you and hold. Remember, we're not using our hands to push ourselves. If you have that tendency, just take the hands off the mat or your body and really think about finding the twist here through the torso without bringing the shoulders up, without arching the back. Coming out of the pose, inhale the right arm up. Exhale, release, come back to center. Opposite side, right hand to the left thigh. Inhale the left arm up. Lengthen and square off. Exhale, find the twist. Again, make adjustments. Exhale, left arm comes down, hold the twist. Releasing the pose, inhale the left arm up behind us. Exhale, come back to center. Both hands resting on our thighs. Hold here. Find that quiet place inside as we hold this pose. Open the eyes, arms, hands come behind us. Reverse namaste, or you can grab elbow to hand. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen the back. Forward fold here. Take a breath in and exhale, forward fold. Try and keep your shoulders behind you as you bring the head down. So I'm definitely focusing on not letting my shoulders round, but I am bringing the chin a little bit towards the chest as I lower my head to the floor. And I would like to keep contact between the buttocks and the heels. Coming out of the pose, lift the head. Now lengthen the back here. You're going to use your core muscles to come up. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, release the hands. Coming into a low squat. Hands come in front of us. Shift the weight so you can free the toes up. And then exhale, push back into a low squat. Tuck the chin, round the shoulders, extend the arms in front. Forward fold. Lift the head, draw the hands back. Fingers and toes are in line. As you exhale, take the hips up. Torso comes down. Forward fold. Instead of pushing into the pose, think about letting gravity just extend the back, extend the spine down the legs. Coming down into another squat. If you need to widen the stance of your feet, go ahead. And then exhale, come down into your squat, extend the arms, tuck the chin. Let's repeat. Inhale, this time forward fold. Exhale, come down into your squat, extend the arms, and tuck the chin. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, squat. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, squat. Inhale, forward fold. And exhale. Inhale, come up. And exhale down into our squat. Switching the hand position. Hands come to heart. Elbows are by the knees. Hold here. Rising up into a standing position. Inhale, rise up. Extend the arms up high. Exhale, hands come to the heart. And continue all the way down to your squat. Inhale, come up. And exhale down. Inhale up. Use those inner thighs to help you. How do we do that? By lifting the arch, making sure we have contact of the big toe and the outer heel. Keep going. Few more. Last one. And we all meet in our squat. Extend the arms, tuck the chin, just relax. Coming into forward fold, hands slide back, head down, in a forward fold. Check that your hips are over your heels. Roll the shoulders back so they're not hanging out by your ears. If you widened your stance, maybe you want to shorten the distance now between your feet. And let's rise up, lift the head, lengthen the back. Inhale, come all the way up. Extend the arms up high. And exhale, release the hands. Side bend here. Inhale, arms up. Hands together at the top. Exhale to the right. Extend the spine. Square the hips. Keep extending through the fingertips. Coming out of the pose. Inhale, let's come back up. Left side, take a breath in. And exhale to the left. Take your time. Take as many breaths as you need to come down. Always lengthening the spine so we don't compress any of the vertebrae, shining the heart. The trick to a really nice deep side bend is to first find the alignment of the hips and the spine. Once you're comfortable there, then you just let go. You just surrender and relax the whole opposite side of the body, and you can go deeper into the pose. Coming out, inhale, release, come back to the top. Let's keep our arms where they are. Drop the shoulders, getting ready for a back bend. As you exhale, bring the hands, extended arms behind you. Now drop the shoulders. If you found a little arch in the back, adjust. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, find your back bend. Don't sacrifice the back bend by bringing the shoulders up towards the ears. Keep them back. Anchor through the hips, lengthening the back from the hips. Coming out of the pose, inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the hands down to the sides of your thighs. We're going to curl down nice and slow to our forward bend. Take a breath in. Exhale, drop the chin. Bring your shoulders back. Exhale again, drop the chin a little further towards the chest. Let's round the shoulders, stay here. Feel your weight over your heels. Just hold here. Now as we go down, the hands will go from the side of the thighs to the front as we round off. Next, exhale, let the shoulders drop, but we're not bent at the waist yet, it's just the shoulders. So my hands are coming forward, I'm bending at the shoulders. It's a very small movement, stay here. You may start feeling a little muscular tension from the waist to the hips. Relax. Exhale again. Middle of the back starts to curve. I feel the change in my waist. I'm starting to come down. Hands are by your knees. Hold here. Shoulders are round. Chin is tucked. I can feel the crease at my waist. Exhale, let's keep coming down. Hands are passing the knees. Keep going. When your hands come to the middle of your shins, stop there. Check if your hips are over your heels. It's okay if your shoulders are by your ears now. You're just curling down. Exhale, let's come down a little further. So now I'm feeling more of the crease at the hips as I come down. And come all the way down, just easy. Think about bringing those seat points up as the torso comes towards the legs. Hand to elbow. Think about stretching the spine. Coming out of the pose, we just reverse the process. Let's bring our hands to our shins, tuck the chin, round the shoulders. And as you exhale, start coming up slowly, keeping the chin tucked, feeling as you're passing through the hips. And as you're coming up, feel the waist. Hands past the knees. They're in the front of the thighs. Spine is beginning to straighten. At the very top, you bring your shoulders back. Lift the chin into neutral position. Let's do it again. Take a breath in. Exhale, drop the chin, but shoulders stay where they are. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, shoulders begin to round, hands come to the front of the thighs. All right, so now we found a curve in the upper back and the neck. Exhale again, feel the curve in the middle of the back as you bend at the waist. Hands come to the front of the thighs, above the knees, and hold. Exhale again. Knee or hands past the knees. And you feel the bend at the hips. Keep going. Keep the hip in line with your heels. Hands are passing by the shins. Continue. Tuck the chin. Round the shoulders. As you come to the bottom, hands to elbows. Think about lengthening the leg, lifting the seat points up towards the sky. Lengthening through the back all the way to the crown of the head. Coming out, let's reverse. Hands come to your shins. As you come up, keep the hips over the heels. So as you exhale, start coming up. Stay rounded. Hands are passing the shins, the heels, the knees. All right. The hands pass in front of the thighs. You start to lift through the upper back, roll the shoulders into alignment. Hands are on the sides of the thighs, and chin is in neutral. Hold here in Tadasana. Exhale, release. Come to the middle of your mat. Triangle. Go ahead and widen the stance. Right-sided triangle, so the left foot will be parallel to the short side of the mat or slightly turned in. Inhale the arms up. Drop the shoulders. Right foot, inhale, bring the toes up. Swivel it towards the right side of the mat. Short side, now square off the hips. Nice external rotation of both hips to protect the knees. Look at your right hand. Exhale, start to shift the weight. As you shift, if you notice that your hips are losing that external rotation, stop, readjust, and then keep going. Hold here. Exhale, come into the triangle. Keep your shoulders in line with one another. Shine the heart. Lengthen the back. Maybe you can grab your big toe. Coming into a low lunge now. Take that hand that's in the air. Bring it down to the mat. Right hand is on the other side of your foot. You're going to turn your back foot in. So both toes are pointing forward now. Left heel is in the air. And as I exhale, I bend that right knee. Left leg is as straight as possible. Left heel up. When you feel you have your balance, release your hands to your waist. Spinal twist here. Inhale, hands to heart center. Inhale again, bringing the left elbow to the right knee. Find your twist. Hold. releasing the pose. Inhale, bring the hands to heart center. Exhale, hands come to either side of the right foot. Drop the left knee, release those toes. Exhale into a hamstring stretch. Hold here. Coming out of the pose, back into our lunge. As you inhale, right foot comes down. Bend the right knee. Coming to your lunge. Left foot, bring the toes under. As you inhale, take that left knee off. When you feel you have your balance, release the hands to your waist. Keep your hands on your waist as we come up into a front straddle. Inhale, come up. Both feet are facing forward. Exhale, forward fold. Hands are on the waist. Shoulders back. Coming up to a half back. Inhale, come up. Hold here, bring those shoulders back. Hips are over your heels. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release the hands. Right foot should be right in a good position for triangle. Left foot, lift the toes up. Turn it out towards the short side of the mat. Square the hips. Inhale the arms up on your line. External rotation of both legs. Looking at your left hand. Exhale, shift the weight. Hold. Make sure your knees are protected. And then exhale. Come down into your triangle. Think about extending the spine. Grab your left toe if you can. Coming into our low lunge. The right hand, bring it down to the mat. Left hand is on the other side of the foot. Bring the right foot turned in. And then exhale, come into your low lunge. When you feel you have your balance, release the hands to the waist. And spinal twist. Inhale, hands to heart center. Inhale again, right elbow to the left knee. Find your spinal twist. Coming out of the pose, inhale, bring the hands to heart center. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Bring the right knee down. And exhale into a hamstring stretch. Coming out of the pose, inhale, let's come back to our lunge. Now you may have noticed when we were doing this, I had to adjust my left foot because I didn't have a nice 90-degree angle between my knee and my ankle. It actually was a little bit forward. So check and make sure you have a nice alignment between your ankle and your knee right now, because that's going to be very important when we rise up. All right, curl the toes under of the right foot and come into your low lunge. When you feel you have your balance, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale the hands to your heart. Inhale again, let's rise up. Swivel forward into a nice straddle. Exhale, forward fold, come all the way down. Release the hands to the mat and let's hold. Coming out of the pose, lift the head, lengthen the back. Let's come up to a nice half back. Reverse swan dive. Inhale the arms to the side. As you exhale, come up. Extend the arms up high. Hold up. Arms here, toe heel, toe heel. Back to Tadasana. Exhale, release the hands. Tree pose, left leg is the standing leg. Inhale, bring the right knee up. Square off. Make sure your left leg is in a nice position. Hips are squared. And then go ahead, bring that right foot into position. Oh my. And hands at heart center. Coming out of the pose, inhale the arms, extend them up. Exhale, open into a big tree, drop the shoulders. Exhale, release the hands to the sides. Gently release the right foot, toe, heel. We're in Tadasana. Right side, shift the weight to the right leg. Inhale, bring the left knee up, square off. And now let's bring the foot into position. Hands are at heart center. Coming out of the pose, inhale, extend the arms. Up high, exhale, come into a nice open tree. Drop the shoulders. And exhale, release. Okay, what's interesting about the tree pose is that mostly when we go through life, we tend to develop the outer muscles here of our thighs more than the inner thighs, which pulls our knee out of alignment. And Sometimes that's why we have injuries or problems. When we're in the tree pose and we've got that foot here on this thigh, there is a tendency for this hip to roll out like this. So we really need to think about when we're in this position to lift the arch, slight external rotation, of the left leg, and really keep lifting up out of the leg. We don't want to dump our weight into our standing leg. All right, so let's do it again. It'll be a short count on each side. So you can start to play with that. Now, don't be surprised if when you start to engage and be more aware of the inner muscle that you lose your balance, because it's a habitual action that we're so used to doing this. So as we learn to keep the hips square, we may lose our balance. So if you want, grab something, chair or a wall, so we can play with it. So actually I lied. We're gonna hold it for a little longer so you can play with that awareness. And I'm gonna hold on to a railing too. All right, right leg is our standing leg. So now you feel your hips are square, right? I feel an external rotation. My right leg is a standing leg, so I even feel that lifting of the arch, as Jessie told us, the little awareness on the big toe and the outer heel really helps with that. Inhale, bring the left knee up, square off, and bring those hips into the same plane here. All right, let's grab the foot, put it into position. So we're trying to open up the left hip, and you can see mine is not that open. I don't have a 90-degree angle. My knee is more like, I don't know, 50 degrees or something. But this is the best I can do. I'm opening up here, dropping this hip point. Now really thinking about the alignment of my standing leg. So play with that a little bit. Can exaggerate it so that you understand where the centered point is. Let's hold here for 8. 7. Check that you don't have too much of a arch in your back. Bring that hip under. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. As you exhale, gently release the left foot and come back to Tadasana. Stay here and feel that balance once more of your Tadasana. It's always good to gently come back to this equilibrium here. All right, let's switch sides. Left leg now is a standing leg. So even in Tadasana, I'm already thinking about my standing leg, finding the integrity there. Inhale, bring the left knee up or right knee up. Square off the hips. Make sure your back is nice and long. And then let's bring the foot into position. Okay, right here, we have a tendency to dump the weight, so keep the integrity of your standing leg as we open up through the right as best we can. And let's hold here. Just play with it a little bit. Exaggerate both positions until you find the centered alignment of your standing leg. 8. 7. 6. 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, gently release. Come back to Tadasana. Hold here. And then release the pose. And let's come into Vajrasana where we're sitting on our heels. So Vajrasana is a very nice position to come into to rejuvenate the legs. So we just did a lot of work on the standing legs, so maybe they're a little fatigued. So this is your go-to pose to just rejuvenate the legs. So let's sit here, roll the shoulders back, lengthen the spine, chin is in neutral, hands are lightly resting on our thighs, close the eyes. Moving on into child's pose, hands come in front, and as you exhale, extend the arms forward, head comes towards the mat, lengthen the back. Coming out of the pose, lift the head, lengthen the back. Then inhale, let's draw the hands back towards the body as we come back into our Vajrasana. Now, if this is a comfortable pose for you, stay here for 5 minutes of alternate nostril breathing. Otherwise, come into a different seated position. We'll do alternate nostril breathing, a final spinal twist, and then we'll end the class because I have my vet is coming. Okay, so we're going to end the class a little bit earlier today. So let's come into alternate nostril breath. I'll do the timing. You enjoy the breath. Go ahead and start. let's finish your cycle on the left exhale. And then just bring your right hand down and breathe normally. And let's release the pose, coming into a supine position for a nice final twist. There's a big spider on my block. You have to go. Sorry. Oh, sorry about that. All right, spinal twist. Arms are extended out to the side. Let's use a nice pelvic tilt to bring the knees over the hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, knees float up. Next exhale, knees to the right as you look to the left. And coming out of the pose to the other side, take a breath in. As you exhale, contract, tilt the hips, float them to the center, and then exhale to the other side. Coming out of the pose, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, knees to center, knees to chest. Let's hold here. Think about lengthening the spine. You'd like to have touching the mat all the way from the bottom of the spine, top of the shoulders, and then the head resting lightly on the mat. All together, coming into our Savasana, release the hands to the sides, palms up. Left foot, just bring it down to the mat. Left knee is still bent. Exhale, extend that right leg down the mat. Really come out of the hip before you place the right heel down. Left knee, lift it up. And now extend the left leg. Think about coming out of the left hip and then bring the heel down. Relax through the hips, relax through the lower back. Arms, both arms extend up. Clasp the hands together, come out of your shoulders. And then as you exhale, release the hands, release the arms down to your sides, next to your hip. As you inhale, lift the head up, tuck the chin. And as you exhale, gently bring the head back down. And we're in Savasana. Let's begin to come out of our Savasana, moving the toes and fingers, wrists and ankles. Slowly changing our focus of awareness as we maintain that nice, calm, tranquil peace that we've developed over the last hour. And then let's roll to our right hand side and come to a seated position. So let's share the pranava one time. Inhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And exhale, bow down to the teacher within. And inhale, come up. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. It was a fun class today.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to see you.
How long does the class normally take?
Usually we